Well, looks like Ike's been roped into solving his murder again.
I knew you had another one left in you.
We're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm the Opinionator.
And I'm Wee Square.
The Pun Man.
I'm not sorry.
You haven't actually done much punning lately. You're falling behind.
Well, you know, you gotta...
Wait.
You have to find out where the rope is.
Didn't I put it over here?
Yep, right there. Hope you got some sturdy gloves.
Why didn't I see it when I just walked outside to get energy?
It doesn't go that far. See, it doesn't go all the way down.
I guess.
He'll survive that.
Yeah,
His legs are long enough. What? Oh, I guess there's something else we have to do.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow.
Oh, dear. Did your rope break? What did you expect from an old rope? Did you actually?
But I got...
We have to get it from further back in the past.
Okay.
That's why there's different ropes.
That makes... Okay, there we go. That makes sense.
Heck, you can go all the way back to 1500.
That's what I was thinking.
That's going to be the freshest rope. Oh, it did not warp you right outside the tower. That's bad.
Oh, wait, you're right. I really don't have much time left. Can I just say, I have the ability to travel through freaking time, and instead all I'm really hung up on is locating a rope? I mean, use some creativity here, like you did with the frying pan.
I don't think a frying pan would do much to break your fall, Damon.
I didn't say that it would. 1979 it is.
All right, Damon, use them long legs and hurry. Now it should say new rope or
Newer rope. Still an old rope.
We'll see what the item description is.
But it's very old too.
So, dang it must be the time frame before. That certainly looks newer.
Hey, wait a minute.
Got new rope.
Okay. Looks like we got it.
Thank goodness.
Had to work a little bit for this one. If we would have thought about it, instead of just doing the first thing that came to mind and just trying to move forward, it wouldn't really have been a problem. And as it stands, it really wasn't a problem at all. I actually just like having to work a little bit, put forth a little bit more effort. Uncomplicated and simple though it was.
Yeah, exactly. But now this time, for realsies.
Yeah, we totally got this.
Do you believe us?
Shut up, Billy. Have some faith.
I was trying to think of a rope pun involving faith, but I couldn't come up with one.
I think you've got to be all out by now. Come on. Unless you're not.
Now I'm at the end of my line. Is that technically a rope pun?
Maybe. You did already say end of your rope, so... Hello. Drop the comb.
Yeah.
Finally, it's done. Now it's got to be cleaned up.
I totally can't hear him struggling or see the rope moving.
I mean, he's only he's like a few feet away from the rope.
Yeah. Remember when I said I would kill you last? I lied.
Oh, that looks really uncomfortable. I guess he just pushed him, turned to deliver a dramatic line, and then walked back down. So that means he's going to get to the comb first.
Yeah.
And that's going to have something to do with his daughter, perhaps? Because we are assuming that homunculus...
Yeah. And Dana is trapped in the past.
Right. But that's Margaret's comb.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Eckart.
Yes?
You.
Is this yours?
Eckart.
I asked you whether this was yours.
Yes, someone gave it to me.
Is he going to accuse Ike of
I
kidnapping?
Eckart, there's something I need to ask you.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Truly
Pulls out a gun,
sorry.
shoots me.
Oh, maybe seeing the comb is what's going to actually make him understand.
20 years ago. It was Dana's return for your life.
I see.
So, were you the one who stabbed me too?
No, I don't know anything about that. You may not believe me, but that's the truth.
What? So there's someone else trying to kill me as well? Then
It was
who are you
homunculus
talking
that
to on
took
the phone?
Dana
Yeah.
when we
I
went back
honestly
into the
don't know.
past.
He said he'd call again once you were
Yeah.
And then blackmailed Eckart to kill him in the first place. But what's he
Don't
up
worry.
to?
After all,
Is he trying to
I
get
told
a
you
hold
all
of a
this, didn't I?
Philosopher's Stone?
I won't make any more attempts on
Yeah.
your life, and I plan to give myself up to the police.
Wow.
Forgiveness I can't ask for, but
Maybe you don't need to go that far.
Yeah.
Technically, you didn't actually kill Ike, so...
Well, attempted murder is still a crime.
I'm still alive.
I mean, they've been...
And besides,
they've
it's
been
the fault of
friends.
whoever is really behind
Yeah,
it.
Right.
I mean, if he doesn't press charges.
Please don't blame yourself too
I mean,
much,
Eckart was
Eckart.
like, okay, I'm done, I can't do this, and he admitted all that, since he hadn't actually killed him.
it somehow made me a sane man again. When I look at it, I feel like she's safe.
But where
When
did
I hold it
Margaret
in
get
my
the
hand,
code then?
I can believe that the blackmail was nothing
Maybe.
but a piece of fiction, and that my daughter is out there somewhere, happy and safe.
I mean, we had first
It's as
thought that
though
Margaret
I'm
was Dana.
stroking her little
Yeah.
head again,
But Dana's in the
reassuring
past, so maybe
I don't
she
know
dropped
quite
it?
how to express it.
And Margaret
must
just
be getting
randomly
old.
picked it up and
Maybe?
made a big show out of giving something that she said was really important to her. It couldn't
I'm
have been
not
that
sure.
important to her.
Yeah.
I think I understand.
There's probably some timey wimeys
But
going
come.
on.
I'd like you to have it.
You don't need it, but
Are you sure? Isn't it a keepsake?
It seems like it'd be way more valuable to
You
Eckart.
should have it.
yeah.
I've got to get going.
Already?
I have to find out who's doing this.
Of course. And if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. I'll do everything in my power.
The back door of his office led to the tower.
Oh, okay.
I was like, is this some sort of room on the side of the tower?
It did always make a big show out of saying it was closed or locked or something instead of...
Why, hello.
Well, I suppose it's time to go talk to Bronson.
I believe you're correct, sir. If Homunculus started all of this, it's so that Ike would take steps necessary to cause his birth.
That's very possible. Well, because we've already talked about Ike being like the key to the infinite loop.
Yeah.
So Homunculus, if that's the case, would have to have made
Yeah.
I
Ike
don't remember seeing this.
get it
picture.
all started.
Yeah.
This stone and the
Which is
girl.
why he was helping him instead of letting him die.
Dana?
Yeah.
But without the attempts on his life, he'd never be able to get Ike to actually start moving
Right.
through time.
I mean, we've never really trusted Homunculus from the get-go.
Not one bit. How do I leave this freaking house?
To the right. Through that door. Straight ahead.
Oh!
I know! There are cats everywhere. No, that's
Ah!
that way. That door. That door is the way to get out.
Should have suspected Eckart was trying to kill me when the place was built that way. Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah?
Dana was originally just fine in the original timeline that we started the game in.
Yeah. She was working at
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I see. Clearly it's the cafe owner.
Well,
And I mean, no, I wouldn't. It's nothing like that.
Thanks. Hey, do you think you could tell my
That-
fortune again?
That's so confusing.
Yeah. Well,
So,
but they didn't know about
wait,
the...
wait. I got to think about this right. So,
the fated
4:30, got it.
hour is
So,
4:30.
in the original timeline, Dana was just fine in 2001.
What
Yeah.
I
Now,
tell
in
you
2001,
is
Dana was
all
taken
that
into the
you
past. Okay, now,
Right.
now bear with
The
me.
shape of your destiny
So, in the original
can change depending
timeline,
on what
Dana
actions you take.
had not been kidnapped and hadn't been lost
If you
from
can
Eckart. Like
return
Eckart hadn't lost his
even
daughter.
after
But now
you've
that
been
Dana from 2001 was in the
then
1500s.
I will tell
Then
you
Homunculus would have had to have gone to 1979,
Uh-huh.
or whenever it was that it happened,
Yeah.
and taken Dana from 1979, changing the 2001 timeline. But if that because otherwise Eckart wouldn't have lost his daughter.
Yeah.
But she had to have been in the original 2001 timeline in the first place, or she couldn't have gotten taken back to the past.
Yeah.
So that means, while we've been doing this, that's when Homunculus had to have taken Dana.
Ow, my brain.
Due to the way that the time
Yeah.
travel worked.
Yeah.
So, that would mean, or what would that mean to the Dana in the 1500s? That's why she's not there. That's what I'm thinking. That's why she's gone, because after homunculus, or whoever, but I mean, come on, took her from 1979, the one that was sent to the past vanished, because then she wouldn't have been in 2001 to talk to Ike to be sent to the past.
Well,
wait!
hold on.
No! I bet
Hold
I know exactly what you're about to say.
Okay.
Or at least something that I thought of. But Eckart was standing behind the tree in 2001
Yes.
to kill Ike
Yes.
while he was talking to Dana.
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Here's the thing, Damon. I don't think Homunculus kidnapped her in the past. I think someone else kidnapped her and raised her on their own. That's why he wouldn't be able to recognize her as an adult.
Man, that was way more interesting when I went through all of that.
It was more interesting, but the facts, I mean...
Man!
Homunculus clearly had something to do with her being stuck in the past, I'm sure, but...
Shooting me down. Man, I thought that was good, too.
Well, just because you think it's good doesn't mean it's what actually happened.
You're right, of course. No, you're absolutely right. At least while I was in the middle of blathering about all that, we ended up coming to the correct conclusion.
Yeah. Because why would Homunculus kill her mom?
So isn't this when the lab exploded?
Yeah.
That picture.
The 84?
Yeah, 1584.
Maybe not. I mean, we're definitely going to talk to Bronson, though.
Yeah, it hasn't happened
Did
yet.
you hear about that girl working at the Lord's Manor? She was chosen to be a model for a painting. What a
Whoa!
That's where Dana was the whole time.
Because we could never get into the Lord
Right.
Squire's manor.
That's
How?
a convenient way to do it.
Girl chosen to model for that painting. Nobody knows where she
These
came
people
from.
are so
She was first
accusatory.
seen in the city about 3 or 4 years ago.
So first we need to talk to Carl Franzen.
My wife and I are going for a stroll today.
I like how his giant eyebrows make his eyes look so evil. Because they're shadowed. They're in eternal darkness because of the thickness of his eyebrows. Brows so mighty that they could probably stop bullets and deflect swords.
I don't think they're that impressive. All right, Bronson, what do you got?
I've moved on to... Well,
Hey.
isn't that a coinky dink?
About time.
Dana?
You're from that...
Why is she colored like everyone
That's
else,
what I was
though?
about to say.
I
She's
was worried
sepia
about where you
tone.
were.
Yeah, I was pretty shook up too when I got separated from you.
What did she like end up a few years
I'm glad you're okay.
in advance or ahead of
Maybe.
Ike?
I'm really sorry you got mixed up.
Yeah,
in
because
this.
they said she appeared about 3 years ago.
Yeah,
and Ike
okay.
I was
started
scared
at
to death,
4.
though. It was pitch dark too. But it only took me a bit to figure out that it was the same place, and I started thinking that maybe it was just a different time.
Wow, she's pretty quick on her
The
feet.
Yeah.
buildings and the streets are almost
Seemed to
exactly
deal with
the
it pretty
same,
well.
So
Wow, you thought of all that and didn't freak out?
Pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I would have for sure.
I have.
but can he take her back now?
Don't see why not.
It took a while to get used to.
Oh,
Things
what
only
if she's
fell into
sepia toned
place
because now
lately.
she's like claimed by this time frame?
If it works like that,
But-
and maybe she doesn't want to leave at this point.
I'm sorry.
Surely
I
not.
looked for you too, but I didn't have any luck.
Well,
Yeah.
no use worrying about what's done. It has been 4 years
I mean,
after
if
all.
he could program the Z-pad, he could just show
I
up
guess
right
it
when
would
it
be.
happened.
Yeah, yeah.
You do look more, I don't know, mature.
Well,
come
she's
to think of it.
24 now.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Really.
A night watchman helped me that first day, and since then I've done a lot
He was
of
an
different
ass to
things.
everybody else.
Yeah, but she's an attractive woman.
That's true.
But now, I'm a chambermaid at the Squire's manor house.
Okay, if you're dealing with poop, then you definitely need to come
I
back
should
home.
be thanking
No,
you.
she is. She's happier here.
It's also kind of weird that she's working for her ancestor.
The Squire's a patron of this painter, and that's how I met him originally.
Maybe?
They mentioned that
Oh,
the
no,
Squire's
you're right,
family,
you're right.
yeah.
You're right. So at
I
least
just
she's
couldn't
involved
say
with the
no.
right family. Yeah.
I see.
Isn't that interesting?
The Squire's daughter was supposed
Brum,
to model
the Brum
Rita,
family?
but she didn't want to do it, so I ended up taking her place.
Since we look exactly the
The
same.
picture is you.
Oh, I don't even start posing until tomorrow. I just came over today to work out the schedule.
I wonder
and
if
all that
Ike
stuff.
could actually tell Eckart, like,
But the
hey, by
picture
the
will
way,
eventually be painted.
I mean, this is a picture
Of your daughter.
of your daughter.
Why
Like,
did
this
you
is
come
really
here
her.
today? Are you here to take me back?
Why doesn't he just go with
You know
Eckart?
how to, don't you?
Yes. Do you want to go back?
I did, you know. Of course I wanted
she's
to.
been here too
but
long.
That's not how I feel anymore.
Not anymore.
Wonder if he should say something about her dad, but I guess she doesn't
It's
even
okay.
know her dad.
I have
Yeah.
no one
Oh.
there. No parents, no family. So I'll be okay here. No one will worry about me.
Tell her about her father.
Maybe this
No
is
one expected
maybe this
anything
is
of
sort
me
of one
back
of the
there.
points for the multiple endings is whether it's where Dana
No one was
stays.
watching, no matter how
Yeah.
hard I worked. So there really is nothing for me there.
You know, if
Come
you
on,
were,
Ike. Huh?
if you were a history buff, if you got transported to the past, you could actually get a lot out of it.
Yeah.
Have some knowledge
Don't
about
worry
what's
about
going to
me,
happen
Ike.
and all.
I'm really very
Yeah, there was a
grateful
loading
for all
transition
you've done.
between these scenes, so
This
this must be one of the
world, this
ending things,
age,
like you said.
I feel like I've come
But
home
I can't
after
see
a
how you
really
could
long
change
trip.
anything at this point.
That's how right it feels, and I
Maybe
mean
if
without
you
a
tried
choice.
more to prevent her
So
from being
please
kidnapped as a
don't look
daughter.
for me anymore. This is where
But
I'm
when
going
would I
to
be able
spend
to
my
do that?
life.
The time
I've already made
period
up
where
my mind.
shortly she was born, it's just we don't have any
We didn't have any
context.
time there. It
Yeah.
just was like, rub, 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 bing, it's done.
Remember this? It's the red stone from that day.
That would be the source of all this.
Right?
That stone's Look, do you mind if I ask you to give that to me?
She was going to give it to you originally.
Of course, you can have it. If it weren't for this
That
stone,
means it won't be in the
I
painting.
would never have met you.
Because the stone was in the painting.
Never would have
You're
ended
right.
up here right now, talking to you like this. I've always thought there was something very important about this stone.
Wow, she is just a
That's the
really
reason I
well-adjusted
thought about having
person.
it included in my
Yeah, she
portrait.
really is.
But
That's
that's
pretty
okay.
impressive.
Yeah.
After all, I
She's
got
not
to see you
frightened
again.
or anything.
Here you go.
Especially
Well, it's
considering
been
her
4
past.
years. But yeah, you're right. Then again, that might actually
So,
be
what are you
it.
going to do
She's
now?
only had herself to rely on. So
Yeah.
I
then again,
have-
maybe the point to actually be able to save her.
There's
Oh,
someone you
okay.
know that I work with.
Ike's
At the
ancestor!
manor house where I'm being looked after. He and I, well, we're going to be starting a life together someday.
This isn't how I expected this to end.
So, I'm going to
Yeah.
be staying.
So maybe you do
I'm
have
really
to
sorry,
prevent
Ike.
all of this
Won't you regret it?
before or even after.
No,
Yeah.
I won't.
Because you can still go to Dana's.
It's all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, there's still time
Okay.
travel.
But then maybe the question
Take care
is,
then.
do you do it for like
Thanks.
Dana's happy?
You too,
Why
Ike.
do you want to mess that up? Or you do it for Eckart
Well,
to
don't
save
you-
his daughter, so his daughter's in his life.
And don't you think she'd be happy having a father?
Well, it's like the
In addition to
happiness you
helping
have
Eckart?
now versus the happiness you could have in the future. No, it's a good point, or not could have in the future. The erasing your regrets but losing the happiness that you definitely
Yeah.
have now in your hands versus.
But wouldn't
It's
it
just
be-
too much responsibility
Oh my
having to
God.
completely deal with like how somebody else's life goes.
Yeah, you haven't done anything like that yet.
But I bet I have the option to. At the end, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that when we come to it. What to do with her? Because if we stop her kidnapping in '79,
Yeah.
but then what do we do with the stone? We can't take it to
Oh my
Wagner.
God, my brain!
But wait, if we don't take it to okay, wait.
Quite the conundrum we're in, ladies and gentlemen.
If we take the stone to Wagner,
Yeah?
then it causes, presumably, we're going to presume we're right about this, then it causes Homunculus to be born.
Yeah.
Now, if Homunculus is born, then Dana can get sent to the past where she'll be happy. So the only way to create this timeline is to allow Homunculus's birth.
Yeah.
But if we prevent Homunculus's birth by not giving Wagner the Philosopher's Stone,
Yeah.
then
That changes everything.
that's how you save Dana.
Yeah. Oh
Then
my
what do-
God.
Then what do we do with it, and where do we go from here? Oh my gosh, I'm confused. Timey wimeys. I know that's what the book says. I just don't know if we should do that. What the hell do we do
Maybe we should go back to the present and see how we die
before passing that?
before
stone
passing the stone off.
I think you're absolutely right,
Yes.
because we need to make this
'Cause
decision.
all we have to do is prevent our death.
Right. Now, exactly everything that goes along with this, we don't know. And I don't want to just be led by the nose to drop the stone off to Wagner. Something else that I thought of, well, it's a choice we need to make, knowing the information. Not be forced into it. I bet that's absolutely it. And one more thing about that. Dana may be happy here now, and that is genuine, okay? But what we could be doing for her is giving her the people to care about back home. Giving her father and her mother.
Yeah, because if we prevented her kidnapping, we could prevent her mother getting killed.
Because that's when it happened.
Yeah.
So we'd be giving her everything she wanted as a child.
Oh my God.
That is a lot of...
What?
What?
What if maybe it was Homunculus who kidnapped her in the past and killed her mother so that Eckart couldn't have another child and could be manipulated like that?
Oh my gosh, I bet you're right.
And then he just dropped her off in an orphanage or something. I mean, hell, then he could use her as leverage now. Oh my God!
That guy sucks. What if the timey-wimeys don't work this way? Like, what if by going to give it to Dr. Wagner, the time-traveling homunculus shows up, like the one who hasn't been born yet, sure, and who needs the stone to be born. Okay, but he's already born because he can travel through time. So what if he just goes back here and then gets the stone himself to revive his mom? Because we already talked about this. It's like FMA to the max. It's Hugo, like, because Hugo seemed to be homunculus.
Yeah. There's a lot of similarities.
And he was so affected by the loss of his mom that seems like that's what he would want to do. And so that's why he wants the stone, is to revive his mom with the stone. So he could show up at Dr. Wagner's here to take the stone.
He'd have to get it from you, though.
Well, that may not be that bad. That may be... It's possible that Ike could just hand it over to him without a second thought.
Yeah. Maybe the best way to fix all of this is to have the doctor make the formula of life, go back in time, and give it to his wife. That's prevents the motivation of homunculus from ever being made and stops all of this nonsense.
That has got to be it. Okay, so that has got to be the best way to go about it, right?
Because the book said there were two things the alchemist stone was used for. The elixir of life that could cure any disease, and homunculus.
We got to get the elixir of life and then go back in time to give the elixir of life to Wagner in time to save his wife.
Yes, because that's what he was researching, but when she died, he changed his research to homunculus.
Right, because then homunculus would never have a reason to do any of this, because he would also accomplish his goal.
Yeah.
This would accomplish his goal.
Oh, my brain.
But what if that's what he was trying to do in the first place, was to get Ike to do that? Wouldn't that actually mean that everything would turn out fine, and that was his plan? It wasn't actually sinister. It was to make all this happen, so that's what could happen.
Maybe so. Maybe you're right.
I don't think so, but that is a possibility.
That would be nice. If that was like the twist. Because he is sinister as all get out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But maybe he can't help it. He's like a time-traveling monster.
Human thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go find out how we die, and that'll be the end of the episode.
Woo!
For real. All right. Yeah! Oh my God, this is so boring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The shark is snapped in the drawer.
What?
He just fell over dead.
Destiny's getting pretty tangled up. Even I can't make out the future too well. I'm sorry, but when it gets to this state, I can't really turn back time anymore.
Oh, wait! Whoops!
What?
Well, that was an ending. Where we just died.
All right, so looks like that there isn't anything we can do to prevent this one. We just have to make sure everything gets done by that time.